I'm Betty McKnit, and this video is for the 6-day star blanket rounds 2 through 7. So now that you've completed your setup rounds, we're going to move on to the repeating rounds, and they start with round 2 and they go through round 7. So you're going to repeat rounds 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you're going to go back to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if you're wondering why I didn't start with round 1 or repeat round 1, it's because I wanted to match all of the other 6-day crochet patterns and have some consistency across all of the 6-day crochet projects. Round 2, chain 2, double crochet 2 together cluster in the same stitch. And I'm going to take my marker and I'm going to mark it. If I can get my marker out. Okay, so I'm going to mark the top of the double crochet 2 together and not the top of the chain. So sometimes I see people trying to do chain 3 and then double crochet 2 together, but it's a chain 2, double crochet 2 together, and then you mark. It's always going to be the loop behind whatever is on your hook. So that's what we're going to mark. Okay, and then we're going to skip 2 and make 3 double crochet in the next stitch, 2 times. So that's 1, skip 2 and 3 double crochet in the next stitch. Then we're going to skip 2 and we're going to do a 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet in the third single crochet in that peak. So skip 2 and 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet all in the same stitch. Okay, now we're going to skip 2, 3 double crochet in the next stitch twice, going down the other side. Skip 2 and double crochet 3 together, and you should land right in that center single crochet in the dip. So this is going to be our repeat around. Skip 2, 3 double crochet in the next 2 times. Skip 2, 3, 3, 3 in the peak. Skip 2, 3 double crochet in the next 2 times. Skip 2, double crochet 3 together in the dip. We'll skip 2, 3 double crochet in the next. 2 times, skip 2, 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet in the third single crochet of the 4 in that peak stitch. Skip 2, 3 double crochet in the next 2 times, skip 2, double crochet 3 together, skip 2, 3 double crochet in the next 2 times, skip 2, 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet in the peak stitch, third single crochet of the 4 stitches in the peak, skip 2, 3 double crochet in the next stitch 2 times, skip 2, double crochet 3 together, skip 2, 3 double crochet in the next 2 times, skip 2, 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet in the third single crochet in the peak stitch, skip 2, 3 double crochet in the next stitch 2 times. I'm using scrap yarn, so I'm probably going to have a lot of ends going forward. So I always do the same thing. I take the 2 yarn ends and flip them up over my working yarn and hold them to the back, and I keep going. I do not tie knots. I think knots are a shortcut, but after doing several blankets with this yarn, short lengths of yarn and scraps, I understand the attraction to tying knots. I understand why you all do it. Skip 2, 3 double crochet in the next. Skip 2, 3 double crochet in the next. Skip 2, 3, 3, 3 in the third single crochet. Skip 2, 3 double crochet in the next. Two times. Skip 2, double crochet 3 together. So it should work out perfectly. Skip 2 with your skip 2 and 3 double crochet in the next. Skip 2, 3, 3, 3 in the peak. It should work out. If it doesn't work out, then you should go back and check your counts and check your stitches on the previous rows. If your stitch counts aren't correct, there are, ways to manipulate and self-correct them. We call that fudging. But it might cause your blanket to be misshapen or not come out right. So if it's not coming out exactly right, go back and try to figure out what you did wrong. Skip 2, 3 double crochet in the next stitch twice. Skip 2, double crochet 3 together. It should always land in the center single crochet in the dip. Skip 2, 3 double crochet in the next. Two times. Skip 2, 3, 3, 3 in the peak. skip 2, 3 double crochet in the next, skip 2, 3 double crochet in the next, so your last repeat of round 2 ends with 3 double crochet in the same stitch, and then we're going to join with a slip stitch to the top of the double crochet 2 together that we marked. After you do round 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, you're going to repeat round 2. The difference the next time is going to be that you're going to have 4 of these clusters going up the side. The repeat after that, you'll have 6. The repeat after that, you'll have 8, and then 10. So the number of clusters is going to go up by 2 each time you repeat this round. Round 3, if you're not changing colors and you're just working continuously, you're going to slip stitch into the next space and chain 2 and double crochet 2 together in the same space. And mark that stitch. And if you're planning to change colors like I am after row 2, you're going to fasten off your yarn. And then I like to start a new color in a different place. I don't like to have all my starts and stops in the same place going up my blanket. So I'm going to rotate my work and I'm going to join right here. So I'm going to join by pulling up a loop in this space. And then chain 2, and for my first chain I'm just going to chain with both threads, and then I'm going to drop the tail, chain 1, chain 2, and that just secures it, and then double crochet 2 together in the same space and mark it. Round 3, 3 double crochet in each of the next 2 spaces. Three double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet in the chain 3 space. Three double crochet in each of the next 2 spaces. Double crochet 3 together in each of the next 2 spaces, one before and one after the double crochet 3 together in the row below. So our round 3 repeat is going to be 3 double crochet in each of the next 2 spaces. 3 3 3 in the peak space, 3 double crochet in the next 2 spaces, double crochet 3 together in the next 2 spaces. So there is a difference between 3 double crochet in the same space and double crochet 3 together. This is 3 stitches. This is 1 stitch. 3 double crochet in each of the next 2 spaces. Double crochet 3 together in each of the next 2 spaces. Double crochet, 3 double crochet in each of the next 3 double crochet in each of the next 2 spaces. Three, 3, 3 in the peak. Three double crochet in each of the next 2 spaces. Double crochet 3 together in each of the next 2 spaces, one before and one after the double crochet 3 together in the row below, the round below. Lay your work down from time to time and check it over. Double crochet 3 together in each of the next 2 spaces. 3 double crochet in each of the next 2 spaces. Three double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet in the chain 3 space. Double crochet 3 together in each of the next 2 spaces. Three double crochet in each of the next 2 spaces. Three double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet in the chain 3 space. Three double crochet in each of the next 2 spaces. Double crochet 3 together in each of the next 2 spaces. Three double crochet in each of the next 2 spaces. Three double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet in the chain 3 space. Three double crochet in each of the next 2 spaces. So you're going to end round 3 with a double crochet 3 together in the last space. And then I'm going to mark it so I don't go past there on my next round, which is a single crochet round. And then join with a slip stitch to the top of the double crochet 3 together. Three, it's going to be the same with the exception of the number of 3 double crochet in the spaces that you have going up to the peak. So the next time you do round 3, there will be 4 spaces to put 3 double crochet into. The time after that, there will be 6. The time after that, there will be 8. And the time after that, there will be 10. So it's going to go up by 2 every time. Round 4, chain 1, single crochet in the same stitch. Then I'm going to mark it. So this way I know when I come back around, this is where my last single crochet is going to go. And then I'm going to skip over my slip stitch in my chain and I'm going to join to here. And then we're going to put a single crochet in each stitch until we get to the peak. So after you chain 1 and single crochet in the same space, you should have 9 more single crochet. So a total of 10 if you count the first one. And then in the chain 3 space, we're going to put 3 single crochet into the space. And then from peak to peak, it's going to be 10 single crochet. 3, 6, 9, 10. Okay, remember I told you this is one stitch. This is 3 stitches. So 3, 6, 9, 10. Then the same on this side, 3, 6, 9, 10. So you should have a total of 20. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then 3 in the peak. So it's helpful to know the stitch counts so you can check your work. But it's also important to make sure that every stitch is in the right place. Okay, so working our way around. Single crochet in each stitch across or around. Single crochet in each stitch around. 20 single crochet between the peak and 3 single crochet in each of the chain 3 spaces at the peaks. Three single crochet in the chain 3 space. Three single crochet in the chain 3 space. Single crochet in each of the next 20 stitches. Three single crochet in the chain 3 space. Single crochet in next 20 stitches. Gonna have a lot of ends here. Well, these are tied together, but I will untie that when I weave it in. Okay, I'm at my last peak. I'm going to do 3 single crochet in the chain 3 space, and then I have 10 single crochet to finish out my round. My last single crochet of the round is going to be in this marked stitch. I'm going to join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet that I marked. So every time you do round 4, it's going to be the same. You're just going to have more stitches from peak to peak. So the next time you do round 4, you will have 16 stitches on either side and 32 from peak to peak, and 3 in each in the chain 3 spaces. The next time after that, you'll have 22 stitches on either side and 44 from peak to peak. The time after that, you'll have 28 on either side and then 56 from peak to peak. So it's going to increase by 6 on each side each time, and it's going to increase by 12 from peak to peak. Round 5. To begin round 5, I have to slip stitch to move over 1 stitch. Now I already did a slip stitch to join my previous round, and I have to do an additional slip stitch to move over 1 stitch. So there's a slip stitch at the end of round 4, and there's another slip stitch at the beginning of round 5. Chain 3, and I'm going to mark the top of my chain. And now I have 9 more double crochet to the peak. So you will have 10 double crochet on each side of the peak. This chain counts as 1. So it'll be chain 3 and 9 more. That equals 10. These are my 3 single crochet at the top of the peak. This is the center one, and this is the loop at the top of that center single crochet. So I'm going to put 5 double crochet into that center single crochet. And now I have 10 double crochet going down the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Chain 3, 9, 5, 10. And now we're going to skip 2. And remember that your last double crochet should line up between these last 2 double crochet of this, the last 3 double crochet group, 2 rows down. It's just a little something to check. Skip 2, double crochet in each of the next 10 stitches. Five double crochet in the center single crochet in the peak. Double crochet in each of the next 10 stitches. So that's your repeat. 10 going up, 5 in the peak, 10 going down, skip 2 in the valley. Skip 2, double crochet in each of the next 10. Stitches. Five double crochet in the peak. Double crochet in the next 10 stitches. skip 2, double crochet in the next 10, whoa, double crochet in the next 10 stitches. Five double crochet in the peak. Double crochet in the next 10. Skip 2. Double crochet in the next 10 stitches. Five double crochet in the peak. Double crochet in the next 10 stitches. Skip 2. Double crochet in the next 10. Five double crochet in the peak. Double crochet in the next 10. Skip 2. Double crochet in the next 10. 5 double crochet in the peak. On the last repeat, it's going to be 10 double crochet. Skip 2 and join with a slip stitch to the top of the chain 3. Each time you do round 5, it's going to be the same. You're just going to have more stitches on each side of the peak. So the next time you do round 5, you'll have 16 stitches on each side. The time after that, you'll have 22 on each side. And the time after that, you'll have 28 on each side, and so on, increasing by 6 each time. Now, at the beginning of the round, you're always going to have a chain 3, and then it'll be 1 less double crochet to get to the top. So count that chain 3 as the first one. So it'll be chain 3 and then 15, chain 3 and then 21, chain 3 and then 27, etc. Round 6, if you're working continuously, all you have to do is slip stitch into the next stitch and keep going with your chain 3. I like to change colors before round 6. So if you're changing colors, you're going to fasten off. I like to rotate my work and start in a new area of the blanket when I join a new yarn. So I'm going to start in this valley, and I'm going to start on the second stitch over from the gap. So I'm going to skip this one, and I'm going to start right here with my new color. So that would be this stitch right here. I'm going to join by pulling up a loop in that stitch, and then it's going to be a chain 3. I'm going to do my first chain with both threads, and then I'm going to drop the tail and then do my second and third chain just with my working yarn. Now I have 10 double crochet. So the instruction is chain 3 and then 10 double crochet. So it counts as 11, but the chain 3 is 1. So you have 1 chain 3 and then 10 double crochet. And then in your peak stitch, which is the center of the 5 double crochet, you do another 5 double crochet in one stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I'll have 11 to get down to here. And then skip 2. So make sure when you're skipping 2 that you're skipping 1 from one side of the gap and 1 from the other side of the gap. If it doesn't work out that way, then you have to go back and count your stitches in the previous couple of rows and see if you made a mistake. But it should work out after 11 stitches. Skip 2 and you should be skipping 1 on one side of the gap and 1 on the other side of the gap. And then we have 11 stitches up to the top. So that's going to be our repeat. 11 double crochet, 5 double crochet in the peak, 11 double crochet, skip 2. Five double crochet in the center, double crochet in the peak. This one's the center. $11 double crochet, skip 2, 11 double crochet. Five double crochet in the peak, $11 double crochet, skip 2, $11 double crochet, $5 double crochet in the peak, $11 double crochet, skip 2, $11 double crochet, $5 double crochet in the peak, $11 double crochet, skip 2, $11 double crochet, $5 double crochet in the peak, $11 double crochet, skip 2, 11 double crochet. Five double crochet in the peak. $11 double crochet. So at the very end, you're going to do 11 double crochet. And when you get back to the beginning of the round, you're going to skip the last 2 in the valley and join with a slip stitch to the top of your chain 3. Each time you repeat round 6, it will be the same, except you'll have more double crochet on each side of the peak. So on your next repeat, you'll have 17 double crochet on each side. On the round after that, you'll have 23 on each side. After that, you'll have 29 on each side, etc. It will increase by 6 double crochet each time. You're always going to skip 2 in the valley and put 5 double crochet in the center of the 5 double crochet in the round below. So before I start my round 7, I'm going to mark my last double crochet of round 6. And let's start round 7. Chain 1, single crochet in the same stitch, and I'm going to mark it. So this round, you single crochet in each stitch around, and you make 4 single crochet in the peak stitch, which is the center of the 5 double crochet, the third of the 5. One, 2, 3, 4. And if you want to mark the third one, you can do that, and that's going to be your peak in your next round. Your next round is going to be round 2, and you're going to be doing 3, 3, 3 in the third of the 4th single crochet. So if you want to mark the third one while you're here, you can do that. You should have 13 going up the side and 4 in the peak. And then between the peaks, you should have 26. So going to the next peak will be 26 single crochet. And until you know the pattern really well, don't self-correct your counts. If your counts are off, go back and figure out what you did wrong so that you can know how to correct. Or you might have to frog it back. Frogging is part of crochet. No project happens without at least a little bit of frogging. Okay, so from peak to peak, you'll have 26. And then in the center, the third double crochet of the 5, you'll do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. $26 single, so that'll be your repeat around. 26 single crochet between the peaks and 4 in each peak. $26 single crochet and 4 in the peak. Four in the peak. 1, whoops, 2, 3, 4, and 26 from peak to peak. Okay, so this is a scrap project, so I'm going to have a lot of ends. And this is how I change, this is how I add in a new ball when I run out of yarn. I pulled a new yarn through the last 2 loops of the old And then I take the 2 tails of yarn, and this is my working yarn, and I wrap the tails up and over the working yarn, and I hold them to the back, and then I keep going. And just by wrapping them up over the working yarn, it secures them enough for me to complete my project without having to worry about anything becoming unraveled. And then at the end, I'll weave it in. Just working over ends is not secure, and I don't feel that knots are secure either. Four in the peak. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 26 from peak to peak. Four in the peak, and then we have 13. Okay, 13 single crochet, and then I'm at the last stitch that I marked. So I've made my last single crochet in the stitch that I marked. So I'm not going to single crochet into that, which is my slip stitch that closed the previous round. And I'm not going to single crochet into that, which is my chain 1. I'm going to slip to join right here where I marked the first single crochet. From here, you're going to go back to round 2 and repeat rounds 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These rounds are the same every time you repeat them. The only difference is you're going to have more stitches between here and here each time. and I've given you the stitch counts earlier in this video. Depending on what kind of yarn you're using and how big you want your blanket to be, you might do 2 more repeats, you might do 5 more repeats. You can really do as many or as few as you like to make the blanket any size you like. You can end on round 4 or you can end on round 7. And if you'd like to do a round of reverse single crochet to finish it off, you can. I think it's a nice touch, but you don't have to. That looks fine, just ending with the single crochet round. So if you've made it to the end of your first repeat on day 1, you're in great shape to complete your blanket in 6 days. If you only made it to the end of the setup rounds on day 1, you're going to have to crochet a little bit longer or faster as you keep going. It really all depends on the size of blanket, the type of yarn that you've chosen, and how fast you crochet and how much time per day you have to crochet. Keep in mind that as you continue, it takes longer and longer to get around. Even a single round can take an hour or more when you get like really out to the outer edges of your blanket. Another thing to keep in mind is that as you continue, this blanket's pretty repetitive. So it's not going to be as hard. You're going to probably be working a little bit faster than you did in the very beginning when you were just learning it and figuring it out. So it's really going to depend for everybody what your timeline for completion is going to be. But this truly is possible to do in 6 days. I hope this helps you make your 6-day star blankets. Be sure to tag me in your social media posts at Betty McKnit so that I can see all your beautiful creations. Mwah!